Welcome back to the Charger Update presented by Nielsen's Department Store. I'm Anderson.
And I'm Chloe.
The Holly Jolly Holiday celebration in Oxford will begin this Saturday the 23rd. The celebration includes ice skating, Christmas light trails, walkthroughs, and much more. The celebration will be held at Entrade Park and will last until January 5th.
Next week, all schools in the Oxford School District will be closed for the Thanksgiving holiday. We hope everyone enjoys their break.
The City of Oxford will hold their annual Christmas parade on Monday, December 2nd. The parade route will be around the Oxford Square.
The Oxford School District recently announced their Teachers of the Year for every school. Congratulations to OHS, Miss Arizaga, and all other teachers in the school district who were selected.
The Oxford Square is a staple to communities in the South all year long. But when the holiday season rolls in, the town is transformed into a Christmas wonderland.
I think that once we turn on the canopy of lights and put the Christmas decorations up, it's just like this instant switch that flips. You know, we always say, okay, we're about to turn it into a snow globe. And I think our town genuinely becomes a snow globe. We have the most beautiful historic downtown square, and, you know, with the great shopping and dining and that we have all over town, I think Oxford's just kind of the perfect, holiday getaway.
But the holiday traditions in Oxford have come and gone over the years.
When I got elected in 2017, I interviewed a lot of people over the age of 70, and I said, tell me what you remember from your childhood. Like, what are some things that as we're growing so fast that we've lost, either events or buildings or what? And a lot of the people over the age of 70 said the Christmas lights that used to hang from the courthouse or what we miss the most. And so they described it, and I was like, okay, so it's a canopy. So we found pictures, and in the 1950s and early 60s, they had lights strung just like we have now, but they were full-size light bulbs, and they were colored. Now, we would blow up the whole electric grid if we did that now, but so the 50s and 60s is when they were first up, and then we brought them back in 2018. The first time that we turned on the lights, I think there were about 10 people standing down there, and mostly just our family members, the alderman and myself and some of our family members. And then this year we had thousands of people that came to see the lights turned on, and just kind of hearing the gasp that goes across the crowd when they come on just is so much fun to me to watch. But I think that from the guys that are installing the lights, and people are driving by and yelling out their window, thanks so much for putting up the Christmas lights, to, just think it's kind of something that Oxford's become known for again, and something that gets everybody excited and ready for the holidays. It is so exciting to see people coming in from out of town, and it's so fun to see people. I spoke at a conference last week, and I said, whose first time is it to visit Oxford? And several raised their hand, and they were like, oh my goodness, your Christmas lights. This place is like a Hallmark movie, and it really is. And it's so fun to see fresh sets of eyes, come to the square and fall in love with it.
The holiday spirit in Oxford is growing rapidly and will continue to impact the community in many positive ways.
In sports news, the OHS football team concluded their season in the first round of playoffs last Friday. They finished with an overall record of 6-5 and 5-0 in the region.
The OHS girls and boys basketball teams will play tonight at home against DeSoto Central. Both teams are seeking to keep their undefeated season alive.
Congratulations to the OHS Chargerettes for winning their regional competition last Saturday at Brandon High School.
The OHS Theater Department put on their performance of Funny Girl last weekend from Thursday to Saturday in the Ava H. Bonds Auditorium.
It was so much fun. It was definitely the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever had, putting on a play, because there was just so much responsibility with that role, and there was a lot of pressure, and we've been working on it for a while, so it was just a lot of nervous anticipation because I wanted to do well, and I wanted to do justice to the role, and so it was very fun, but also very nerve-wracking.
One of the musical leads was senior Landon Shook, who made his on-stage debut.
It helps. Landon studies hard, and he rose to the occasion very quickly, and it was very clear from the beginning that he was going to. Even now, at a point where he's comfortable and he's starting to create, he's starting to have different deliveries of things, so he's getting more comfortable with it. And I think on the directorial side of it. And Hunter has been instrumental in that for him, because I know that she's a pro and that he's got the best to play off of.
The preparation process for Funny Girl was much different than other musicals in the past.
So the show was a little bit different because we only had 4 weeks to rehearse, which usually we have about like 5 or 6 at least. So it was definitely much more like jam-packed in terms of like rehearsals, because we didn't have as much time. So like every night starting October 14th, we were there for 2.5 hours. On the weekends, we had double rehearsals, like 2 a day. And we worked hard for literally like 31 days, and we put it on. I think my favorite parts were definitely like the ensemble scenes, like where we're all together, because like obviously I love doing like the solo bits, but like it's so much fun when the whole company's on stage, because I love that the audience can see how we kind of all like work as a unit. And you know, I think those scenes really display like how hard we rehearse and like the preparation that goes into it beforehand, because it's like all these people and like you get to see like how we kind of come together as one and put it on. So that's definitely my favorite part.
Well, that's all the time we have.
Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms to keep up with all the content.
And make sure to check us out on thechargeronline.com to read stories and more.
I'm Anderson.
I'm Chloe, and this has been
The Charger Update.